it is time to make the sound to summon the stream. After I turn down my intro BGM a little bit, there we go. Wow, 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 wow. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Will Quickcard, and welcome back, to Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, part of my Gen 1-4 Remake Nuzlocke Marathon. I am playing through the Generation 1-4 Remake games in order. Yeah, there it is. We are less than a minute into stream. We've already got Binding of Isaac talk going on. Anyway, playing through the Generation 1-4 remakes, and I'm going by Nuzlocke rules, and also any Pokemon family that I catch at any point during this marathon is locked out for the remainder of all the games in the marathon. As a result, a lot of Pokemon have already been locked out. A full list of all the locked out Pokemon can be found in the description of this video, along with the exhaustively thorough rules as written out. My party team maximum size is 5, is another rule I have for this one. And this is Route 115, where we've been waiting on an encounter for a while. And I do believe that Swablu is nowhere on my list yet, which is really, really good. That means that we actually can get access to a dragon, potentially, which is good. So we're just going to Toxic it and start throwing things at it. Cole, name it Skylar. Got it. All right. Its name will be Skylar. We are going to be starting today by getting a few encounters in a few places that we haven't accessed yet. And then we're going to be going to the Seafloor Cavern. We're going to be going for the 8th badge today. Depending on how quickly and efficiently we go through things, we may or may not actually get all the way through the Elite Four today. I'm not entirely certain. What I do know is that for the battle in the Seafloor Cavern, we're going to be up against a Mega Sharpedo, and that scares the hell out of me. Because I really do not have much that is well equipped to handle a Mega Sharpedo. Okay, Skylar, the Swablu, has been added to the party. We'll just make a note of that. Finally, we knock out Route 115. Swablu. Mark the box so I can record it later. Okay. Moving on. Next location. Route 123. That one's actually gonna kind of be a pain in the ass. But Route 123 is Super Rod to get Corphish. Route 128 is Super Rod for Love Disc. And those are the big ones that we want to get right now. And then it's time for underwater, and we want to check underwater routes in Route 124, 126, 129, and 130. So, probably not going to get much new. I guess Dusclops can just swap with Whalmer for now, just so we have some easy dive access. And the 6th slot is currently being taken up by an egg, so that's fine. If we're going to have Whalmer, we are definitely going to need the sprite for that. And Wailord as well. Grab the sprite for that. Dusclops. Whalmer. Manectric can take it? I genuinely don't know if that's true. Mega Sharpedo scares the hell out of me. I really only need, like, one good hit on it. But it is, unfortunately, very strong and very fast. And if I lose Manectric while trying to take down Mega Sharpedo, I basically lose my only good, like, water-type counter, which is a big problem. The ever-so-humble priority move. I'm not sure which priority move you think is going to make the difference here. Unless you're thinking of Sharpedo using Aqua Jet. Which should be survivable. It is strong, but that's a pretty weak move. I definitely can't use Latias, since it's going to be using Biter Crunch with a 50% increase. Extreme Speed. There is no extreme speed on my guy. Okay. Can we put Cut on somebody? I mean, a temporary cut on Sarah seems fine. Alright, why the hell not? We can always just move Reminder. Yeah, that Mega Sharpedo we're gonna be up against makes me super nervous. Are those citrus? No, those are Greppa. Dang. Okay. Yes, I would like to repel again. So where the hell is the water on this route? Let's just go ahead and speed through this. Cool. Strength. Why not? Okay. Miss Ball. Miss Ball. Cool. Here we go. Alright. I think my Dustox is perfectly fine to handle level 40 thing I intend to catch. Okay, Corefish. Hello, Corefish. Well done, Concha. And now is the perfect opportunity for a netball. And we're going to need a name for this one as well, Cole, if you don't mind. Okay. And then the next step will be Route 128 to Super Rod for a Love Disc. Zoidberg. Okay. I don't think it'll fit, but we can make it work. No, it totally fits. Alright, Dr. Zoidberg. Okay, next location. So we also need dive encounters in Route 131 and 130. Zoidberg's awesome. Right, this is actually one of those towns that doesn't have a Pokemart, isn't it? And I kind of need a new supply of stuff. So I was thinking about how we're going to handle things after I get the Eon Flute. And I've decided that what we will do is we will visit one Mirage location. Whichever one happens to be active. Because I think the Mirage locations are active as soon as you get the Eon Flute. We will visit whatever Mirage location happens to be active, and we will get one encounter there. And so it's all just going to be about luck on top of luck on top of luck. And then, of course, we can have an encounter while scoring in the sky as well. So let's grab some of those. 10 super repels. Let's go for 5 paralyze heals, 5 awakenings, 5 burn heals, 5 ice heals, 5 antidotes, and a number of hyper potions. We're just gonna stock up on 20 of those. Okay. That should be enough supplies for now. Alright, let's go for our next round of catching. So, Route 130 is our destination. Route 130. Yes, we do want more repels. Cool, would you play Oregon Trail on stream for the funny? Actually, absolutely. But typically I always play while starting as the banker, which means I have enough of the money to actually buy all the necessary starting supplies, so it's not terribly interesting. It would be more fun to play it as a different starting group and just, you know, actually risk death and failure. Because if you just start off properly and buy all of your supplies, you're basically fine, unless you have absurdly bad luck. Okay, here is our underwater encounter, Route 130. It is a clam pearl. Yes, a clam pearl. Just throw a toxic on it. It'll be fine. Clam pearl. There we go. Name it Shelly. Yeah, it's never evolving. Ever. I mean, I got this lovely Premier Ball. Why not waste it? Ah. Okay, well, that is Shelly the Clam Pearl caught. The next one is Route 129, also for an underwater encounter. Shelly? Yeah, I have no interest in spending my time to properly train these things. The only real training they're going to get is in the form of me just cramming drugs down their throat in the form of rare candy. Super repels. I really wish we could register those, but for some reason we can't. Okay, Route 129. Route 129 for an underwater encounter. I think this person might just be in distress. Come on, give me an encounter. But first I have to ward off my repels. So many steps, so many steps, so many steps. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Oh, Chin Chow! Okay, that's actually really good. Another potential counter. I don't believe we ever had Chin Chow back in Gen 2. We did have Chin Chow back in Gen 2. Never mind, Route 129 is dead. That is unfortunate. Okay. Next repel is active. So, Super Rod on Route 128. And then Dive on 126 and 124. Whoops. Okay. Nope, that's... Route 130 again. Whoa. Out of the way, person I have no interest in interacting with. Okay. Route 128. Route 128, Super Rod. Do 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 do. And Love Disc. Nice. Okay, talks it up. This one should be a pretty easy catch. And then Underwater 126 and 124. And after that, we will adjust our party for the seafloor cavern, and we will head on in. Yeah, screw it. Just throw Pokeballs. Name it useless. I am completely on board with that. It's so useless, I caught it at almost full health in a regular Pokeball. Okay. Alright, useless. Useless the Love Disc. And make sure I have that listed here and marked as a new catch. Yep. Okay, Route 126 and 124. $126 and 127 is already done. How dare you get in my way? Okay, Moss Deep. Ooh, items. Big Pearl. Where is Route 124? Oh, that's 124. Where the hell's 126? Is 126 up there by the Shoal Cave? I think? Route 126 is a sea route that connects Route 124 and 127. Oh, it's this whole area I haven't been to yet. Okay. Not even Ragebait channel, who live off using bet thing. I understand what you are trying to communicate. Okay. Here we go. Okay, there we don't go. Somewhere around here is more diving spots. Oop. Yep, here we go. Seriously, I'm really worried about this diver. I genuinely think their life could be in danger. They might be in major distress. Actually, since I already have dive, I think I can just head to Sutopolis right now. Yeah, it's probably worth it just to grab the Sutopolis flight point. Love Disc is just bad on all fronts. Yes, it really is. Okay, that is Route 124, which is dead. So now Route 126 diving, and then heading to Sutopolis. And then we are actually proceeding with, like, main story stuff and heading to Seafloor Cavern with a properly curated team. Excuse me, gentlemen. Okay, Route 126. And looking for some seagrass. Yeah, that looks like seagrass to me. Go, my little Whalmer. Carry me through the grasses until Pokemon decide that they like me again. Thank you. And it is another Clam Pearl. So Route 126 is dead. And with that, we have now checked every numbered route in the entire game. And we only have a handful of other locations left to be checked. So we know we're getting Kyogre. That's going to be like my big, bulky water legend for the rest of the game. And that's a guarantee since I have the Master Ball. There's whatever we end up getting after we have the Eon Flute. So there's the Sky encounter, and then we'll have one Mirage Island encounter. There is Victory Road. Let's see. See, Mauville didn't have anything for us. Oh, we can surf in Petalburg City. That's another option. But honestly, that's about it. Like, we are very, very much near just flatly the end of all Pokemon encounters for this game. And my thoroughness has definitely screwed me when it comes to Brilliant Diamond, which will be the next Nuzlocke. That's gonna be a nightmare. It's not going to go well. But I'm honestly kind of excited for it. Thank you, Brenda. It's a lovely swimsuit you got there. Do 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 do. So how the hell do normal people get in and out of Sutopolis? Or do they just not get out of Sutopolis? Do you just get taken to Sutopolis and then you're just stuck there the rest of your life? Rules discourage going for any encounter really, yet you grab literally everything. Yeah, honestly, it's fine enough. Yeah. There's not too much cause for concern, to be honest. I mean, when we do get to, when we do get to Brilliant Diamond, at the end of the day, when we get to the, final gym, I mean, we're gonna have Dialga, so... You know, we're gonna have Dialga for the last gym and for the Elite Four, and Dialga's just kind of a beast anyway. Alright. So, that is all done. Let's put together our team. Let's make sure we know what we are going up against. In the Seafloor Cavern, the final boss there... there are some water encounters there. They're all stuff we're already locked out of, so that doesn't matter. So we're going to be up against Archie. He's got... his ace is a level 43. It's a Sharpedo with Sharpedo Knight, so it's going to Mega. He's also got a Mightyena, a Muck, and a Crobat. So, how in the 9 hells do we handle this? Well, Concha is just not going to be a lot of help at all. Camerupt could be pretty helpful. And then... I think, and this might seem a little, no, I think it needs to be Latias. Okay. So the only change is Dustox. Oh, I didn't even have Dustox on the team this whole time. Whatever. You are a Camerupt now. There. Are we actually reflecting the real team here? Yes. Yes, we are. Okay. So, here's the real team. I think that's the arrange button. Sort by number. Thank you. Surf. Whoop. No, stop. Stop. Stop hitting the wrong buttons. Whalmer should learn Surf. Come on, Blubber. Yeah, we'll take that over Mist for sure. Perfect. Anything else over here? Okay. I don't feel super confident about this team. Hello there, Ade. When's gonna be the next rule added? Well, for one thing, Ade, you are going to get next Pokemon name. The next big rule that's going to be added in Pokemon Diamond is no rare candies, which is pretty easy to achieve since I'm playing it on unmodified Switch hardware, so I don't have a way of just giving myself a crap load of rare candies there anyway, but it is technically an additional restriction. So, no rare candies is going to be the big rule change for Brilliant Diamond. Not to mention that if I add another big restriction on top of that, it is probably going to result in failed runs. And I really don't want to have to play more Brilliant Diamond than I need to, if I'm being honest. Oh. Okay. Sounds lame, only 20 healing items a battle. Nah. Not gonna do that. Okay, I thought this is where the seafloor cavern was. It is where the seafloor cavern was. Alright. Here we go. Main story stuff. So I think I am going to rare candy all of my Pokemon up. I know normally I only do this when we are at a gym, but I'm just going to take everyone to level 41 so they are at least in a position where they can reasonably contribute if they need to, because we've got a lot of battles to get through. Good job, Blubber. And now Blubber has become a Wailord. Also because I like Wailord. Alright, Wailord, time to put in your sprite. Yeah, that's a pretty big sprite there, Wailord. You just, you just do what you gotta do there, buddy, okay? Hi guys, I'm Wailord. Would you like to hear my Wailord song? Thank you, Wailord. That was very appreciated. Alright. Let's go, Ralsei. Good work, Ralsei. Aha! I have snuck past you. I am a hero. Ralsei, I need your power again. Can you help? Okay, water currents. Water currents are easy enough. Let's see. So I'm guessing here. Here? Maybe? If there were GIFs for YouTube stream chat, you know damn well I would have sent a cornball GIF for that Wailord thing. I have no idea what that is, so no. I can't say that I would have anticipated the thing that I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, sweet, a hard stone. That's gonna make everything better. The one thing that we were missing that would make all of my strategies come together was one hard stone. Excuse me, sir. Nope, not the candy. Super repel. It's a 6th Mon. I don't know what that is. Okay. So here... You know what? Let's just be a little bit sneaky. And let's go this way. Okay. Hi. What can I do for you, Mr. Team Aqua Grunt? Speaker audio is a bit much. Let's turn that down. Discharge. Perfect. Oh, good job on the paralysis. He just threw a freaking trash can at me. How dare you? Feldway, why don't you come take some... Why don't you come take a turn? Okay. Poisoned. Let's go for Earth Power. Good work. Ozomene goes to 46. I am very happy getting as many levels on Ozomene as we can. We really are going to be kind of relying on him for Mega Sharpedo. And I'm still not entirely sure that Ozomene survives a crunch from Mega Sharpedo, even if it's not a crit. Almost to the end. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. I screwed up. But that's okay. I only need to get one of the paths right in order to succeed. There we go. All right. I'm pretty nervous about this one. So we do open with Mighty Inna. So we're going to let Feldway take point on that. Never mind. We just got possibly the best TM ever. Because Earthquake is goddamn amazing. Blubber can learn Earthquake. Really? Now, isn't that interesting? I'm pretty sure Feldway is still better as a special attacker? Nope. He's getting Earthquake. God, I freaking love Earthquake. What? This does make me even more confident in my strategy. Okay. Of course you couldn't get away. God damn it, Feldway. Muck is going to be a problem. I'm just trying to carefully think through how I approach this battle. Irk! Bwahaha! You're looking pretty pathetic now, aren't you, the great Maxie? Ugh! Archie, you... Oh no, the toxic yaoi has reached its finale. Bwahaha! You child! Well, if it isn't my little adversary, I can't even find the words to praise you as you deserve. Sometimes it's best to keep things simple. All I'll say is you meet my expectations, scamp. I'm not just talking about today, but everything you've done up until now. That's why you'll get the honor of meeting my new partner before anyone else living in this world. The super ancient Pokemon, Kyogre. How about that? That beautiful form so long resting at peace within the Azure Sea. I've been waiting so long for this day to come. We humans have disregarded Pokemon and nature, both in our endless pursuit of our own desires and needs. And in the process, we've created this broken and distorted world. Yeah, I get it. You somehow believe that flooding the Earth is going to make the world better. That's because you're a blathering idiot. Alright, here it is, the scary fight. The battle might lag a little bit. With all the particle effects. Actually, what if I cursed? If he refuses to go into Sharpedo until the end, I might be able to honestly lay down... Oh, okay. Well, never mind. We've been taunted. Well, so much for that. I thought I had an interesting strategy there. Unfortunately, he also thought I had an interesting strategy there and stopped it. Ow. Okay, there's Muck. Okay, he actually tried to go for Screech. Oh, perfect! Perfect! Okay, we took down a Muck in a single hit. That's really good. Crobat. Alright, I doubt you have anything that can one-shot me, but I do have Rock Slide. Oh, you have Acrobatics. That could one-shot me. No, okay, I'm alive. I'm alive. Alright, that's fine. Okay. Acrobatics is pretty dangerous. Who can tank the acrobatics best? Sarah? Okay, I'm going to risk Ralsei. And I'm going to try to set up some baby doll eyes here. Perfect. So the thing is, I really want Ozomene to be out and active before he switches into Sharpedo. I do not want to be in a situation where I have to switch a Pokemon into Sharpedo. So, I'm going to take this opportunity to drop a bunch of baby doll eyes onto Crobat so that we can more safely switch in. Okay, never mind. It's just going to be Ralsei. That's fine. This was actually a viable backup plan. We want to switch to Sharpedo as close to full health as we can manage. Then we can guarantee to get a Baby Doll Eyes off on Sharpedo before it gets any attacks. Okay, you eliminated all stat changes. Alright, so setting that up against you is not going to be viable. Got it. Can we stack 2 baby doll eyes without you getting haze? Let's try it. No, he is going straight for haze. Okay. So after 2 baby doll eyes, he will use haze. Alright, just for the sake of safety margin, we're going to heal up Feldway. And then we're going to drop the baby doll eyes. Okay. So we heal here. And we baby doll eyes next turn, and the turn after that we strength. That should let me get the switch in with as much health as can be managed. Ralsei may not survive, but we will at least lower Sharpedo's attack stat. Yep, there's the haze. Okay. This might be the last ride of Ralsei right here. But I have to do something to help mitigate this threat. Baby doll eyes. Okay, it's actually wasting its time with scary face. That is perfect. I might be able to stack baby doll eyes at this point. I am actually going to risk a second baby doll eyes before I heal. Even with that, I might die here. Okay, crunch with strong jaw. This could be the end. No, I am still alive. Perfect. And I don't believe it can 2-hit KO me here. Mega Sharpedo is at 3 baby doll eyes. Okay. I'm going to swap out at either 6 baby doll eyes or a second defense drop, whichever comes first. This is 4 baby doll eyes. Okay. Megas scare the hell out of me, so I'm giving as much possible wiggle room as I can. That's 5 baby doll eyes. Alright, I feel nervous. We're going to make the switch to Ozomane now. He is at 5 attack reduction. That is incredibly significant. Perfect. Alright, discharge. And there we go. It was a crit. Sharpedo is dead. Archie has been defeated. Yeah. No! I will wake up Kyogre and return the world to its original state, because the original state is the good state. Oh shit, the original state of the world is horrible and chaotic and cannot keep people alive. How did I never think of this? God damn it. Archie, you idiot. Awaken, Kyogre. I bring the power of blue. Look, anybody who's played Magic the Gathering for as long as I have knows not to trust people associated with the color blue. Team Aqua, and I can't stress this enough, is a suicide cult. In this, pretty much. However, I think it's important to remember that in Sapphire and Emerald, they were more presenting it as they wanted to focus on increasing the amount of space that would be available for Pokemon. Uh-huh. Great job. Great job, Archie. Is that the crew outside? What is it? Oh, so the Great Deluge has begun. But of course it has. This is exactly what I have... What? What do you mean far more than we thought? See, and I think this is also important dialogue. Like, they really seem surprised at the fact that it's so destructive. It can't be. That if it completes its primal reversion... Yeah. Oh, boy. It starts by driving every living thing on this planet to death first. Yeah. Well, that worked out well enough. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Uh-huh. Yeah. Everything is terrible. Head to Sutopolis. Yeah. Don't worry. I'm heading to Sutopolis. It's gonna be fine. I'm gonna save the world. Like, guys, seriously, if you would stop talking to me, I can solve this problem in, like, 10 minutes. Okay? This is a 10-minute apocalypse. It's gonna be fine. Hey, Steven, are you coming to bother me also? Look, guys, seriously, I need 10 minutes to solve the apocalypse. Stop getting in my way. Steven, seriously. Get out of my way and let me solve the apocalypse. Like, I have a Master Ball in my pocket. This is not a problem. The only obstacle I face is you all talking to me. It would be like a zombie apocalypse, except that you're standing there with, like, a button, and if you press this button, all zombies will turn back into normal people, and no more zombies will ever come into existence. And you're just trying to push the button, and everyone else is all like, my god, the zombie outbreak is worse than we thought! It's so worse! And there's just a line of like 100 people who have to talk to you before you're allowed to push the button. It's like, yeah, I know. I can fix it. Okay, so Sutopolis actually has encounters as well. It's basically just Magikarp and Gyarados. So, can't get anything here. It's a zombie apocalypse. Everyone who wants you dead here is brainless. Yeah, pretty much. Let's be honest, Pokemon has never been full of the smartest characters. Hey Wallace, what's up? Somehow you became the gym leader in Emerald. It was very anticlimactic. And your job was taken over by Juan. Oh, yes indeed. Everyone knows the incredible power of Juan. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Guys, again, this is a 10-minute apocalypse. Just get out of my way. By the way, Ade, if you are still here, the next Pokemon we're going to get is Kyogre, which means you would be on board to name it. Or if anyone else here is lurking, literally anyone else who chats, your name will be next in queue. You might get to name the legend that is going to, like, make this whole playthrough work. Nah, I don't think he's here either. But I always offer a chance. In fact, it looks like the concurrent viewer count is 1. So, unless someone chats before then, it's just gonna be you, Coles. Guys, come on. Again, this is a 10-minute apocalypse. Stop talking. Every minute you talk, people and Pokemon die. Why are you so interested in letting people die? I have everything I need to solve this problem. The only thing stopping me is you. Oh my god, why are you here too? What is wrong with you people? I'm trying to save the world, damn it! Oh my god, finally! Get the hell out of my way! You wastes of space, seriously! Okay, now absolutely use the repels. Make damn sure I don't run into anything else. Just in case, we are going to put Ozomene in front. Do-do-do-do-do. The little notes in the background of this music kind of remind me a little bit of Final Fantasy's Crystal Prelude. It's not even close to the same tune. Guys, stop! Stop with it! I get it! There's a powerful thing in here, and the world is shaking. Just stop! Okay. We're going in. Well, don't I look good? Karar. Oh my god, they're still talking! What is wrong with you people? I can solve the apocalypse if you shut the hell up! Hey kid, why don't you just bust out your master ball and just kind of like give it a tap right now? I actually really like how the touchscreen portion is all static here. It's a really nice touch. I love when game effects extend to your UI. Hey, buddy. Karar. All right. Alpha. Hello. Primal Kyogre. It is a pleasure to meet you. You are going to make the rest of my run so much easier. Alright, Ozomane, let's do this. We have to set ourselves up for the battle of the century. It's you against an incredible ancient god and Master Ball. Problem solved. And we did it. We have captured Kyogre with the Wario Underwear Ball. Is the reason why Kyogre Alpha and Groudon Omega is because the world started out as an endless ocean and will end up as a barren wasteland? I mean, it's basically been a scorched, dying wasteland at either point. But one of the most crucial stages in the formation of our planet was a period where it rained for several million years. So it can be accurate to say that there was a time in the super ancient past where our world really was shaped by an unending deluge of such incredible and devastating power and length that nothing in all of human history even comes close to comparing to a fraction of it. And that is the Cave of Origin. Mark that with Kyogre. Perfect. And after this, I believe we get the Eon Flute now. Or it might be after the gym. Okay, guy, look, I know this is important. Honestly, I just want to get through it, please. Uh-huh, 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 yeah, uh-huh, 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 yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh, okay, yeah, uh-huh, 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 yeah, uh-huh, yeah. Alright. Should have saved a lot of encounters for this. Does that give us the national dex? No, we still only have the Hoenn dex. I'm pretty sure we don't get the national dex until after we beat the Elite Four. Go to Birch. Alright. If I had realized that we get the dex now, then yeah, I really, really should have saved a lot of shit. That's actually a real big problem. Well, not really. I'll be fine, but even still. Flute time. Okay, so we are looking for a Soaring in the Skies encounter. Oh. Mirage Island. Okay, good. That did not take long to hunt for. We are going to try to get one Mirage encounter here on Mirage Island. This is the only Mirage anything encounter that I am permitting myself. So let's hope it's a good one. Oh, damn. Thank God I brought Cut. Alright, what is our one Mirage encounter? It's a Ditto. Yes, there are multiple Mirage... there are multiple Mirage locations with different names. And then within each of those different named areas, different Pokemon appear depending on where that Mirage location is. So for instance, currently I'm on Mirage Island. Different Mirage Islands would have different Pokemon. However, unfortunately... Have we never had a Ditto? I'm not seeing a Ditto anywhere on my list. Did I really never run into a Ditto? Huh. I'm not seeing a Ditto anywhere on my list. And yet I'm also fairly confident that we have run into a Ditto. We had Ditto before in Johto. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. For some reason, it never made it onto my list. So I'm just going to make a note here to make sure I add Ditto. Wait, was that the did I fail a Johto run and then had to do it again? Isn't that something, or am I confusing that with a different Nuzlocke I've done? Hold on, I'm genuinely going to have to look at this. Because I know we had a Ditto, but it might have been a Ditto from a failed run. I think it was in the second run. Okay, hold on. I need to solve this. Okay, if we got a Gen 2 Ditto, where would we have found it? It would have been in the Diamond Pearl generation, because that's when we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So Route 35, 47, Cerulean Cave. I genuinely want to figure this out. Hold on. We are going to figure this out. Yeah. So, welcome back to my second stream of Pokemon Soul Silver as part of my Pokemon Gen 1 through 4's Remake Nuzlocke Out Challenge. Yeah. Where I am Nuzlocking completely locked out of use for all souls. Started, it has not gone well. At all. It has not gone well at all. This is a combination of a few factors. One of those factors is that the random wheel decided that I would start with Chikorita. And whatever my putting on airs of confidence last time might have suggested, the simple fact is, Chikorita is a liability in challenge runs. Like, it's just objectively a liability. I think we didn't get Ditto in the second attempt. I think that is what happened. So only possible locations for Ditto are Route 35 and Route 47. Okay. So Route 35, Route 37, Johto. Route 35 is the one outside of Goldenrod City. And then Route 47 was the Cliff Edge Gate. Okay, hold on. I think we ended up catching a Ditto at the Cliffside Gate. Alright, look. I have no idea. I have no idea if Ditto is actually locked out or not. But let's be honest here. It really doesn't matter because I'm never going to use it. So, we're just going to run and call it good. And that counts as what I have labeled on my spreadsheet as the Mirage whatever locations. So, unfortunately, nothing there. Soaring in the Sky is still another location. Oh, good. A rare candy. This is the most useful thing I could ever have found. This is truly amazing. Oh my god. Alright, here's the Sky encounter. It is a Drifloon. Okay. Do I try to catch this Drifloon, or do I leave it for Gen 4? What are the conditions for catching a Drifloon in Sinnoh? The only condition is the Valley Windworks. Only on Fridays. And I don't stream on Fridays. So... But it is an encounter I can guarantee in Gen 4. I think I'm going to skip this, because this can be a guaranteed Gen 4 encounter. And any guaranteed encounter for Gen 4 is really good to have. So, let's go do the big thing here. There is... Let's see. I can get a surf encounter in Petalburg City. Or I can Super Rod in the Scorched Slab for a Barboach. Neither of those seems like they would be particularly useful things to do. So we're not going to. We're just going to go for the Sutopolis Gym. He's got a Love Disc, a Whiscash, a Celio, a Sea King, and a Melodic. Let's grab the Sprite for Kyogre. Okay. And that can go ahead and replace... Honestly, we can just replace Ralsei for now. And let's put in... How well would Concha work against this? He'd be okay. Almost their entire team is relying on special attacks? I could potentially just Quiver Dance up Concha as a safety net. So I think that's what we're going to do. It is a water gem, so it's going to be a little bit slow, but it's not going to be too bad. Oh, right, he can't use held items. Right, we already established this. No megas for me. Well, even if I can't get a, even if we can't use a Primal Kyogre, I can still use an awesome Primal Kyogre sprite. And then Camerupt has been replaced with Dustox. Okay. Here is my team. Wallace's ace is level 46. And then after this, it's just Victory Road and Elite Four. And with 2 legends on my team, I feel pretty good about it. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, these types of puzzles are easy. Oh my, Beauty Tiffany. Well, aren't you rather stunning? You know what? Let's just get through this stuff. Cool. I actually am interested in finishing up main story today. So, if I already messed this up. God damn it. So, if I could get Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke finished today, that would be nice. There we go. Okay. And up and over and around, and we're done. Okay. So the trick for this one is to just not give a damn about having the fights. If they happen, they happen. If they don't, they don't. Sure. Up, down, up. Yes, that's fine. God damn it. Oh, that's annoying as hell. Alright, let's just get this over with. So, assuming that I do get through the Elite Four today, next week I do plan on doing the Delta episode. However, the Delta episode will not be following the Nuzlocke rules. That is something I'm doing purely for my own purposes. Simply because I've only seen the Delta episode once in my life, and I would like the opportunity to do so again. God damn it. Why am I screwing this up? God damn it. This is becoming increasingly embarrassing. Okay. You know what? Yes. Let's go like this. There we go. Alright, perfect. Alright. Go ahead and fight me. Yeah, Love Disc, sure. Seadra, sure. Well, that was a good fight. Okay. There we go. Alright. Let the battle for the 8th gym badge in Alpha Sapphire commence. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I am Juan. Don't ask where I came from, that is not important. I am Juan. I run this gym now. Yeah, I never got why Emerald did that. Okay, this should be pretty easy. What gender are you? You are female. Okay. So here is what I'm going to do. I forgot to put Concha up front first. So we're going to put Concha up front now. Okay. Quiver Dance. I really want to try getting a quiver dance set up with Concha. Okay, that's just not going to be practical then. That's fine. Ozomine, would you kill this thing that is interfering with my plans? The one after this is going to be Wish Cash for sure. The problem is that Wish Cash's Earthquake is neutral against Concha, and Concha's not boosting to avoid it. So here's Wish Cash. Wish Cash is definitely going to drop an Earthquake. You know what? Let's not go to Hush. Let's not switch into the thing that is going to be increasing the power of Water-type moves by 50% in the Water-type gem. Let's not do that. Levitate. Excellent. Mist Ball. So, after this one, I would expect that they will swap into Celio, who does have Aurora Beam. It also has Encore, Body Slam, and Waterfall. That's probably where I could set up with Concha. Well, not really. I don't really have anywhere that works as a good setup for Concha, honestly. I think we just have to abandon the dream of the Quiver Dance sweep. Yeah, I figure you'd suggest names from Binding of Isaac, Cole. But Hush is just an awesome name regardless. It's also the name of an absolutely stunning episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which has almost no spoken dialogue throughout the majority of the episode. It's fantastic. That is a goddamn problem. That is actually a goddamn problem. What the hell do I do here? It has Hydro Pump, Disarming Voice, Recover, and Ice Beam. Okay. Quiver. This kills, I think. No, okay, a Hydro Pump actually didn't kill. Buffy the Vampire Slayer had some really good episodes. There was the one I mentioned, Hush, where the concept of the episode is that these demons showed up and stole the voices of everyone in the town. So people were not able to speak. They can move their mouths, but no sound comes out. And it's a really, really cool episode. Written in a really interesting way. And then there's another particularly famous episode called Once More with Feeling. And that whole episode is a musical. And that's fascinating because demons showed up in town that, well, made everybody, like, sing. But what's particularly interesting is that An additional effect of making everybody sing is that it also causes them to sing out thoughts and feelings that they would otherwise be keeping secret or private. So, it's not like people are just running into the streets blurting out, you know, their every secret, but it's a very, very fascinating episode. Really good television. Alright, let's go for a 5th quiver dance. Concha is actually going to pull off the quiver dance sweep. I'm so glad we get to see it at least once in this run. Quiver dance sweep! I now have +6 speed, +6 special attack, and +6 special defense. Wallace doesn't have a goddamn thing that can touch me in any capacity. But even a +6 Dustox is not the best attacker, which is amazing. And it really helps to highlight just how bulky Melodic can actually be. Militic, Melodic, Milotic. It really just goes to show you how tough Feebas can be. Bug Buzz! Perfect. Seeking actually has a one-hit kill. It does run Horn Drill. Alright. And that is it. That is the 8th and final badge of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. And activate the badge number 8 graphic. We have now received the HM for Waterfall. And so, the time has come. We are on our way to Evergrande City and the Elite Four. Alright. Let's swap the team a little bit. And let's prep for the journey. So, what do we actually need to get through Victory Road in this generation? Surf, Strength, Waterfall, and Flash. Great. Okay, let's see here. Dustox is going to be replaced with Feldway. Sarah is out for Ralsei. Come to think of it, I never actually checked on my Kyogre. Okay, it actually has a timid nature. That's actually ideal. That is actually ideal for a Kyogre. Alright, Waterfall. Blubber. Sure, forget Amnesia. You're not here for combat. I say as Milotic. I also want Surf on Hush, just so we have a more reliable mood. Modest would have been better for it. I really don't think Kyogre needs it. Like, I really, really don't think it needs it. With the Rain Dance applied, if it has the speed to get off Water Spout before something else moves, basically whatever it hits is eliminated. There is not much that survives against a full health Kyogre's Water Spout. So I do think that prioritizing the speed is better than prioritizing the special attack, in my opinion. Okay, let's make the changes. We have Camerupt. And we have... Where are you? Linoon. There it is. Okay. Next up, we need to spend our money. First, we've got stuff to sell. Among those, we have that, and that, and that, and that, and 2 nuggets, wax incense we don't need, big pearl we don't need, hard stone we don't need, Okay. Yes, let's buy a lot of hyper potions, 10 full restores, some full heals, and then some super repels. Alright. I am about as prepared as I can be for the Elite Four. We're going to have one more encounter inside Victory Road. There's not much it could be that would help. Lairon, Metacham. Those are about the only, like, really good options. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright. Put on the Zora armor and ride up the waterfall, like all good heroes. Yep, that sure is a grand city. Boy, just look how big and grand it is. I've never seen such a grand city in my life. So, Elite Four ultimately builds up to Steven with Mega Metagross at level 59. That's going to be a major problem. But before we get there, we're going to have to get through Drake and Glacia, Phoebe, and Sydney. I'm gonna be honest, I am really worried about how prepped I am for the Elite Four. I am very, very much concerned that I don't have the kind of power that I really need for this. And it may really come down to just brute forcing a lot of this with Kyogre. Luckily, Kyogre is very good at brute forcing problems. Okay, unless one Frostlass nearly kills the goddamn thing. God damn it, Kyogre. Come on. I got the special defense reduction. Fucking Frostlass, I swear to God. Of course you knew to use Confuse Ray. I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, Frostlass. I hate you so much. I cannot believe that one Frostlass is the most dangerous thing my team has encountered today. I can't believe it managed to hard counter my Kyogre. I hate you so much. That's great, Feldway. That's real freaking great. If you could crit and kill this, I'd be very happy. Of course not. Okay. Well, I'm going to bank on it using Shadow Ball again. Nope, that meant to hit Strength. Alright, whatever. Just... thank you. Hush, would you please just kill the goddamn thing? Oh my god. That was stupid. Hello, Aubrey. Welcome to the stream. Okay. We are currently in Victory Road on our way to the Elite Four. We are going to have one more Pokemon encounter. Right now, this will be our last wild encounter for the whole game. So if you want to, you can name a Lairon. What do I have that's less likely to kill it? Blubber. Alright, come on, Blubber. Let's go with Waterfall. Never mind, Waterfall killed it. Okay, sorry, no one gets to name anything else. I really thought with its defenses it would be able to tank that. It did not, in fact, tank that. Yeah. Go Kyogre. Okay, back to the repels. There will be other Nuzlocks in the future, so at least there's that. Yeah. Come and fight me. Surf. Surf. There. Problem resolved. Hey there, you want to fight me, huh? Okay, well... Oh no, it's a Mawile. Surf. Problem solved. Is this the way? Maybe? Okay, Max Elixir, that's really good to have. That is really, really good to have. We've got a lot of power on this team. Enough power that we can probably brute force the Elite Four. I have to be cautious. But I don't really expect too many difficulties, if I'm being honest. Hello. Okay, you want to fight me. Oh, look, it's a sock. And now there is no sock. I made your sock wet, and now it is dead. Okay. Excuse me, sir. This is probably the way out. Okay, a double battle team. It'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be alright. Alright, come on, start the fight. Alright, we are up against a Primate and a Musharna. Does Origin Pulse hit everybody? No. It exclusively hits the enemy team. Perfect. Meanwhile... Thunderfang is going to do its job as well. Origin Pulse! And there's Hypnosis, because of course there's Hypnosis. And Bite. Alright, let's just hurry this up. Thank you. Okay. So I believe we get one more fight against Wally. Cool. This is a cool looking environment. That's a TM. TM could be useful. We might beat this entire game before this egg hatches. X Scissor? Oh, okay. Hello, Wally. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Okay, you start with Altaria. So, funny thing about Altaria, it doesn't like ice beams. Who's next? Roselia. Okay, that's cool. So, funny thing about Roselia, it doesn't like ice beams. Cool. Magneton. Okay, that's cool. So, funny thing about Magneton, it doesn't like Origin Pulse. Although it is sturdy. Try attack. Do you land the 30%? You do not. You die to surf. Next. Good job, Hush. Delcatty, pretty cool. So, funny thing about Delcatty, it doesn't appreciate being hit by a monstrous flood from a biblical water god. Gallade, nice choice. How does Gallade like Origin Pulse? Oh, you're Mega. Okay. Psycho Cut. That's actually gonna hurt. Not a lot though. Surf will finish you off. Wait, close cut! How did you go? I won the speed check last turn. Okay. Okay. So, I was kind of going to rely on Kyogre to sweep the Elite Four. Okay, I don't really know where I go from here. I really did not expect it to outspeed me that second time. That's a serious problem. Okay, shit. Wally, you unbelievable asshole. Wally, I swear to God. I'm breaking your legs when this is over. I'm breaking your legs. You're never going to walk again. Fuck you, Wally. God damn it. Okay. So, we've got a big fucking problem right now. By far the most powerful member of my team is dead. Okay. Let's take some close look at what I'm up against. Okay, so first up is Sydney with Dark type. He opens with Mighty Inna with Swagger, Takedown, Sucker Punch, and Crunch. I could potentially set up against him with Curse Feldway. And I'm pretty sure a Curse Feldway takes out his entire team. So Phoebe is a bigger problem. How do I handle the situation here? Latias is still one of my best options. Celio... Armaldo might be good. Quiver Dance Dustox is another really good option to handle these things. Quiver Dance Dustox might be the answer to Glacia. Pretty much her whole team relies on special attacks. And her opener runs Light Screen, Ice Shard, Hail, and Crunch. I will resist Crunch, and Ice Shard's not going to be too strong. Do I have a better answer, though? Dusclops. Curse Feldway can set up against Steven's opener Skarmory very effectively. Ralsei gives me Baby Doll Eyes options. So the only one I really don't have an answer to is Phoebe with her ghost types. I think this is the best team I have. Okay. Alright. So with this being my team, the move deleter is in Lily Cove. Let's take off some moves we're not going to need. Move deleter. I require your services, move deleter. I know that you are somewhere around the town. Move deleter, yes. Let's go ahead and adjust the team. We're going back to the Dustox. And you are Latias. And delete your color filter because you are alive and well again. Okay. So first thing on Sarah, we are going to get rid of Cut. Yeah. And then Sarah again to get rid of Fly. Cool. Ozomene. No, don't need that. But Ralsei can get rid of Rock Smash. Cool. Alright, let's go. So the move reminder is in Fall Arbor. And we do need the flute to get there at this point. Yeah. Just go faster. Fall Arbor. Yes, please land. Thank you. Move reminder. Move reminder. Here it is. Okay. Yes. So Ozomene can get... how many heart scales do we get? Do I only have the one? Yes, I only have the one heart scale. So probably best on Sarah. Those are not really good moves. Okay. What about Ralsei? Ooh, play rough. That is fairy. That could really help. I could potentially Baby Doll Eyes and Belly Drum. That's not a bad idea. But I basically have to choose between Belly Drum and Play Rough. I think Play Rough is the better choice here. Okay. So, Surf is absolutely a great move for Sarah to have. Grass Knot could be very effective against Steven. Calm Mind is also really good. And I think that's going to do more than Dragon Breath. I am considering double team on Feldway. Instead of Rock Slide, I think that's effective. Okay, so the first member of the Elite Four is Sydney, and their ace is level 52. So we do at least get extra levels for everybody. Alright, 52 for the whole team. And then we're going in. Okay, Sarah wants to learn Psychic. Objectively better than Mistball. Thank you, Sarah. Now, Feldway needs a few levels. Come on, Feldway. Keep going. Wants to learn Eruption. Eruption is... Eruption is riskier than Lava Plume. So we're going to stick with Lava Plume. Ralsei, your turn. And Ozomene. Okay. The teams are ready. It is time to rise or fall against the Alpha Sapphire Elite Four. I'm going to go past the point of no return. Then I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And then one way or another, this Nuzlocke comes to an end. I think that I have prepared for this as thoroughly as I can. I think I have valid strategies that I can utilize against all of my opponents. Phoebe being the biggest, kind of wild card here. We're going to get 15 more Hyper Potions in case I absolutely have to just use stall tactics. Hello, Mystic. Welcome to the stream. We just went through the point of no return. This is the Elite Four. Alright, quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's do this. How much money do you think the Pokemon League wastes on making the Elite Four look cool? Something that, like, a handful of people will ever see. You know what, Sydney? I'm not even gonna pretend I care. Let's do this. Sydney, Elite Four. He opens with Mightyena. Yep. And I am opening with Curse. I expected the swagger. Okay. That's fine. Go for Curse. You're still just a Mightyena. You're not really a threat. I hate confusion so goddamn much. I'm actually going to take one more quick stop. I need to refill my drink. I'm not going through the Elite Four without something to drink. There we go. Okay. My cheapo black tea has been acquired. Comfy blanket has been acquired. I'm guessing he will try for swagger again. Let's go for a double team. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so the Feldway strat is not working. The Feldway strat is not working at all. Let's go with Ralsei. First up, Baby Doll Eyes. Lower your attack. Another Baby Doll Eyes. Then, first Hyper Potion back on Feldway. We're going to try to swap back and start stacking double teams. Okay. Let's see if we can bypass the swaggers. 1 double team. 2 double team. 3 double team. Alright, he did land a swagger. Four double team. Five double team. Six double team. Now we start cursing. That's 1 swear word. That's 2 swear words. We're up to piss shit. Oh, we're swaggered again. Okay, we're up to 3 swear words. Piss, shit, fuck. Oh, no additional swear word that time. I still want to get a couple more curse words before we succeed. Okay, we're up to 4 swear words. Piss, shit, fuck, damn. You know what? I think piss, shit, fuck, damn is a pretty good number of swear words. Let's go for earthquakes. At this point, we can probably sweep his whole team. Okay. Next, Sharpedo. Sharpedo does have Aqua Jet, and Aqua Jet crit probably kills. But Sharpedo can't stand up against 4 swear words either. Next up, Shiftry. Shiftry will open with Fake Out. So, perfect time for Hyper Potion, since we're going to get flinched anyway. No, it went for Feint Attack. It may try to use Extra Sensory, but Lava Plume should work fine against it. Yep, Extra Sensory should be decent. I don't know if 1 Lava Plume kills. 1 Lava Plume kills. Next up, Absol, Aerial Ace, Night Slash, Psycho Cut Slash. No danger there. We go for Earthquake. And his last one is a Cacturn. And I think... yeah, we'll just go Earthquake. Oh, he has Spiky Shield. Why, you sneaky jerk. How dare you? Okay. The first member of the Elite Four has been defeated. Okay. The next member of the Elite Four is Phoebe the Ghost type. And unfortunately, her Pokemon team is actually pretty damn tough. I don't really have good answers for it. It's got a good mix of both physical and special attackers. Her opener has Confuse Ray, Curse, and Future Sight. I'm trying to think if there's any way I can exploit her opener Dusclops. I genuinely can't think of any good way that I can handle Phoebe, aside from just, like, pure power. Her ace is a Dusk Noir with Hex, Fire Punch, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch. So... God damn. I think Latias Calm Mind is probably the counter for Dusk Noir. I can probably set up Calm Mind Sarah against her Bayonet. The problem is she has two Bayonets, and it won't work as well against one of them because it has Toxic. I may just want to use the same strategy and try to set up double team against her opener. But if it uses Curse on me to start... I think I might just want to open with Ralsei. He'll be immune to Shadow Punch and Curse, so it'll have to rely on Confuse Ray and Future Sight. So I can at least get something off on her. This Dusclops is the one that I'm worried about. Alright, let's see how we can do. I did my training on Mount Pyre, and that's where I learned to communicate with Ghost-type Pokemon. Girl, that's really not the superpower you think it is. They are very clearly capable of normal communication. Okay. Dusclops is very defensive, but doesn't have high HP. Quill, what's leprosy? Leprosy is a degenerative illness whose most notable and disturbing symptom is the degrading of the skin and muscle tissue, leading to visible open sores, decaying flesh. Isn't it curable now? Yes. Yes. The microbes which cause leprosy are entirely curable in the modern world. Okay. No surprise it went for Confuse Ray. So its next move will be to open up with... with Future Sight. In this turn, it will try to use Confuse Ray again. Okay. Oh, it was still able to curse itself. Clever, okay. Not that clever, though. It did kill itself, and I was gonna obviously switch off of a curse anyway. Alright, I assume... No, she went into Sableye. Okay, Sableye is... Shadow Claw, Foul Play, Power Gem, and Fake Out. Okay. So this one's actually pretty nasty. The higher the target's attack stat, the greater the damage. So I cannot safely set up against it. Presumptively, it would try to use... Well, whatever the situation, I have to switch. Presumptively, it's going to try... God damn. How do I... How do I maneuver my way out of this one? Could I get Concha to set up against it? Yes, possibly. I think Ozomine is the safest swap? Okay, or I'm wrong. That didn't feel safe at all. Damn it, I was really thinking it was gonna fate. Shit. Okay. I think it's Feldway Double Team. I think that's the way out of this. God damn it! Fucking foul play. I need a safe switch. I need a safe switch to Ralsei. I need a safe switch to Ralsei so we can baby doll eyes. fucking Foul Play. And it's got 15 PP. I have nothing else that can handle this. If I switch to Concha, it'll probably swap to Power Gem. Power Gem from a Sableye should be survivable even if it's super effective. I need to reduce this thing's attack. God damn it, this thing is strong. It only has 75 attack. That's what's so insane about Sableye. Foul Play is so goddamn busted. No, it's so strong, it's still doing this. God damn this thing. God damn it. I really don't want to have to burn enough Hyper Potions to stall out Foul Play, but I genuinely don't know what else I can do to stop this thing. I don't think I have any other way of dealing with this. I don't think I have any way of stopping. I genuinely had no reason to suspect that a Sableye would be dealing this much damage with Foul Play. Foul Play is just fucking busted. It's absurd. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. This was the low damage roll I needed so that I have a little bit of safety margin to get a heal on Ralsei. Perfect. When it runs out of Foul Plays, it will use Power Gem. That was a high damage roll. This thing pisses me off so much. Truly is a little bastard gremlin. Okay, that was a relatively low damage roll. Feldway can get a heal. Please, for the love of God, do not kill Concha. Good job, Concha. It's got to be running low by now. Shadow Claw. That's it. That's the swap. Ralsei, you're up. Shadow Claw. We got the complete resistance, and we hit it with Baby Doll Eyes. And Baby Doll Eyes. And baby doll eyes. Nice. And baby doll eyes. Okay. Now we have the safe swap into Feldway. Yes, perfect. Completely survivable. Now we stack double team. That's double team 1. Double team 2. Double team 3. Double team 4. With luck, this will be the last hyper potion we have to fight. We have to use during this whole fight. Two power gem crits back to back on a 4x double teamed Camerupt. 5 double teams. Six double teams. Stack the curses. Alright, here's our first curse. We're gonna go with Heck. Curse number 2. We're gonna go with Heck Darn. We're gonna stack as many curses, as many swears as we can. Alright, we get a third curse. Heck darn poop. Heck darn poop. That thing is hitting me despite my evasiveness, and it is insane. Alright, let's get more curses. He is still hitting me with his power gems. Okay, we get a fourth curse. Heck darn poop pee. We're gonna stack all the curse words on Feldway. Heck darn poop pee butt. We're up to 5 curses. Okay, 6 curses. For the 6th curse, we need a really good one. Heck darn poop pee butt cunt. There we go. Now we rolled out the big guns. The biggest curse that I have. With that, surely Feldway can handle the rest of this fight. Ralsei gets a level. You know what, man? You earned it. I mean, holy crap. Okay. Bayonet. Bayonet tried to use Toxic. Cancelled Lamau JK. I doubt it. Given the crap I've put on this channel, both in the course of my gameplay and, you know, the more serious things I've discussed when I talk about, you know, my probation, and, you know, past things, the fact that my channel has not been, like, silently, just restricted as, like, age-restricted is honestly kind of surprising to me. And that should be a kill. Alright, that was the one I was really worried about. That was the scary one, but we did it. Phoebe has been defeated. God damn, she scares the hell out of me. So, it actually just occurred to me that my entire plan for dealing with Drake was Kyogre's Ice Beam, and I've basically gone in here with nothing to handle dragons. Oops. Okay, that's kind of bad. Okay. So this one, we are going to try to knock it out with Concha Quiver Dance stacking. Her ace is level 54. So everybody gets to go up to 54. If that plan doesn't work, we can use Feldway. Okay, Ozomene has gotten Thunder. We are going to take Thunder over Thunderfang. The fact I don't have any ice on this team is going to be a real problem. 4 out of 5 members of Drake's team are quadruple weak to ice. Like, 1 Ice Beam, and this would basically have been a guaranteed victory. Anywho, let's bust out some of these Lepa Berries for Curse and Double Team. How is everyone else's PP? Everyone have all the PP they need? Oh, you also need Earthquake refilled. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I might fail this just because I didn't bring anything ice for Drake. At this point, having Ralsei able to double team might be one of my best options. Unfortunately, it will mean having to give up either Baby Doll Eyes or play rough. Okay. I think I might see a way out. But first we have to get past this one. So, the only move that this thing has that I am actually concerned about is Ice Shard. So, hopefully this plan works. It really comes down to how much damage Ice Shard can actually do against Concha. Quiver time. No, it's actually going for the crunch. That surprises me. Alright, if that's all it can do with crunch, I should be fine. I'm expecting it to put up a light screen at some point. Ideally, I want to switch off while light screen is down. Okay. We're at 3 Quiver Dances. Hail is active. Okay, we're at 4 Quiver Dances. That's totally fine. We also really don't want the crunches to hit the defense debuff. Okay. Let's get one more Quiver Dance. This is 5 Quiver Dances. Light screen wears off. Light screen wears off this turn. He'll probably reapply light screen. Hail will be disabled after this. Okay. Hail is down. I really want to have the full stack before we switch. Even if it means having to go through another cycle of hail. Toxic. There comes another crunch. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and waste another turn. Good. Okay, this is the turn where light screen is going to fall off, I believe. Okay. Light screen wore off. And from here we kill with Venoshock. And this turn hail falls off. Okay. So the rest of Phoebe's team is in a very bad position to handle me. The only other Pokemon on her team that have physical attacks are Body Slam on Walrein, Draining Kiss on one of her Frostlasses, and Ice Shard on Glalie. Neither of those should be a problem. Everything else is basically focusing on special attacks, and I now have the unquestionable advantage against special attacks. Alright, Frostlass is wasting its turn, reapplying Hail. Alright, what are you going with now? Your next up is the other Frostlass. Can we just kill you from here with a Venoshock? No. Okay, Blizzard's not gonna do squat. That's fine. We heal up and we keep going. Walrein does have Sheer Cold, but it's unlikely that it's going to be trying to use it to stop me. Okay. Yeah, Bug Buzz. It avoided Bug Buzz. Probably because of its ability, I believe. I believe Frostlass has increased evasion. Yep, in snow. Okay. Next up is Walrein. So this is the one that I'm actually a little worried about. But not by much, unless it does like a Sheer Cold one-hit kill or a body slam crit. There shouldn't be much it can reasonably do to me. Perfect. We are down to 27 Hyper Potions after this. It actually went for the Sheer Cold. It actually went for it. That could have been the end of me right there. Venoshock, double power when poisoned, and with +6 special attack. Walrein is dead. Last Pokemon, Glalie. Glalie dies in 2 Bug Buzzes, and there's nothing you can do about that. Never mind, Glalie dies in 1 Bug Buzz, and there's nothing you can do about that. Okay. Okay, Glacia has been defeated. Now we move on to the hard one. This is going to suck balls. So, it opens with a level 53 Altaria with Aerial Ace, Cotton Guard, Dragon Pulse, and Moonblast. What do I do about that? What if I went straight for Concha again? What are we up against? One of them has Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Rock Slide. So he's got 2 Flygons. One is a physical attacker, one is a special attacker. He's got a Kingdra, which is a special attacker, And his Ace Salamence, level 55, is a physical attacker. How do I maneuver through this? God damn it. One Pokemon with Ice Beam. One Pokemon with Ice Beam trivializes this entire fight. Okay. Okay. Okay, I think I see a strategy in my head. It's a bit awkward. Okay, all right. Let's be real here. Let's be real. Latias is not going to be useful against Steven. All his Pokemon... Almost all his Pokemon resist Psychic. Okay. What if we run double team Calm Mind on Sarah? What if we also run double team on Concha? We're just gonna replace Toxic. So, the only thing that Drake has on his opener that can actually threaten Concha is Aerial Ace. So, Baby Doll Eyes can reduce the power of Aerial Ace. Then I could switch to Concha, Double Team, and Quiver Dance. And then one of his Flygons is a threat with Rock Slide. But at that point, I think... So basically, this is all going to be down to luck. This is all going to be about if the gods are kind and actually let me pull off this setup. I'm kind of banking on Drake trying to set up his Altaria with Cotton Guard, which might give me 2 good turns of Baby Doll Eyes before it tries to actually attack me. I'm not going to be able to take Moon Blasts or Dragon Pulses for very long. But if we can just reduce that power of Aerial Ace, we're going to be in a much better position to switch to Concha. I cannot believe a goddamn Linoone and Dustox are some of the most important Pokemon we've had this entire game. Oh, that's perfect! That's perfect! It wasn't enough to threaten me. I can do more Baby Doll Eyes. Can I soak a third? Yes, I can take a third. At this point, it is worth risking it to lose Ralsei. Ralsei lives. Ralsei lives, and before we do the swap to Concha, we are going to heal Ralsei. Alright, it used the weaker Moonblast. We've got enough Hyper Potions. Let's be safe about this. Let's drop as many Baby Doll Eyes as we can. I can take 2 Dragon Pulses. There we go. Okay. Or do I try to set up Calm Mind Latios? He has already burned through most of his Dragon Pulses. And Sarah does have great special defense. I think we're going to try to set up on Sarah instead of Dustox. Everything... My instincts are telling me that Sarah is the better choice. We also got a safe switch, which is absolutely fantastic. So we start with Double Team. I'm guessing this does less than a third. Less than a third. Perfect. So I can still survive crits from here. And we're going to go max Double Team, max Calm Mind, and just try to sweep through Drake as fast as we possibly can with Psychic. I don't trust my odds from there. I should go 2 Calm Minds before I keep Double Teaming. Okay. I am confident that this is going to work. We're at +1 Calm Mind. +2 Calm Mind. Wow, it's resorting to Aerial Ace because it's so desperate to hit. Three Double Teams. Four Double Teams. Five Double Teams. Six Double Teams. Three Calm Minds. With every Calm Mind, we take a deep breath and we relax more and more. Four Calm Minds. All is as it should be. I'm feeling more and more at peace. 5 Calm Minds. 6 Calm Minds. I now have max evasion and max special attack and max special defense. You know what? You've been such a good boy. We're gonna give you the max potion. And now, with the calmest of minds, we unleash our legendary powers upon Drake's team. 1 down. He went straight for his ace. Drake is actually really concerned. And even Salamence is one shot. Go Psychic. Flygon 1, go Psychic. And Flygon 2, Drake's last Pokemon, and we kill with Psychic. Okay. And Sarah wants to learn Dragon Pulse, which is actually basically kind of useless at this point. It's even weaker than Psychic too, isn't it? Yeah, screw it. Yep, give up on Dragon Pulse. Alright. No, I'm not going to teach it anyway. I'm wishing I had deleted Surf from both Ralsei and Sarah. Okay. We're going with a Max Elixir on Ralsei. We're going Lepa Berry, Calm Minds. So at this point, the real threat is Mega Metagross. So my plan is to just stack buffs on Feldway. Skarmory has Toxic, Aerial Ace, Spikes, and Steel Wing. It really depends who he would end up going into after that. But I need someone I can set up safely against. Because I do think that the safe setups are the only way that I get through this. Everyone can get candied up to 59. No, we do not want fissure. If I can get Concha against Claydol, I can set up there. Or I can set up either Concha or Latias against Claydol. Concha is probably the better choice. So mostly I just need to bring down Skarmory really quickly. Skarmory goes down, if Ozomene kills it, I can exploit its poor special defense. Try to drop it with... let's see. Is it worth risking the Thunder? No, I think it's still better to go with Discharge. If I can drop Skarmory with Ozomene, it's definitely going to swap to Claydol. And it will definitely try to use Earth Power. So I can get a safe swap into Sarah and start Calm Minding. It does have Reflect and Light Screen, but timing out those barriers is not going to be a problem. Metagross is the big problem, and we may lose some Pokemon before we take out Metagross. Steven, just shut up. Thank you. Alright. This is it. The final battle of Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Nuzlocke. Until I either have to do it again because I'm about to fail, or, you know, until I do the Delta episode, which isn't going to follow Nuzlocke rules anyway. Alright, go for Discharge. Hopefully we can just one-shot with this. Oh, no, of course we can't. Alright, are you going for Spikes? No, it didn't go for Spikes. So, we've baited the first full restore. So, Steven might actually be dumb enough to waste all of his full restores here. Okay. So, I am predicting Claydol. Aggron. Okay, Aggron... Stone Edge, Earthquake, Iron Tail, and Dragon Claw. Shit. Its special defense is bad enough. Ozomene might actually still be able to kill it. Okay, Ozomene tanks it, and Discharge. I'm still predicting Claydol. Claydol predicted. Claydol will go for Earth Power. So we swap to Sarah. Okay. I did not refill the PP for Psychic. That's fine. We'll have a chance. Okay. I'm going to speed this up because it's going to be a lot of setup again. Calm Mind 1, Calm Mind 2, Double Team 1, Double Team 2, double team 3, double team 4, double team 5, double team 6, Calm Mind 3, Calm Mind 4, Calm Mind 5, Calm Mind 6. Okay. Let's get the ether up on Psychic. Okay, Reflect has worn off. I want to wait until Light Screen wears off. When Light Screen wears off, that's when we go on the attack. Okay, Light Screen wore off. And we hit for Surf. Okay. Armaldo. Armaldo will go for X-Scissor, probably. But we have super effective with Surf. I'm predicting Crawdilly next. Crawdilly neutral, so we'll hit it with Psychic instead. Okay. And that leaves it to Metagross. I need to know this. Okay, by Gen 6, Steel does not resist Water type. I could have sworn there's a type where there's some interaction between Steel and Water, but... this is good. I don't think Surf one-shots a Mega Metagross. But we can absolutely get damage off on it. Water resists Seal. Thank you. That's what it is. Okay, so that's it. We have our champions. After having some of the absolutely most brutal Elite Fours in the previous Nuzlockes, we have cleared Pokemon Alpha Sapphire without losing a single Pokemon at the Elite Four. In fact, the only thing we lost this whole episode was our freaking Kyogre to goddamn Wally. We did it. We have successfully beaten Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, part of the Gen 1 through 4 Remake Nuzlocke Challenge. Next week, I will be back here again with Alpha Sapphire. All I'm going to be doing is the Delta episode, and that's it. Nuzlocke rules are off the table. All the rules and restrictions are off the table. We're just going to have a nice, easy time doing the Delta episode, just because I want to experience the story stuff again, so you can expect a relatively short stream next week. And then the week after that, we will be moving on to Brilliant Diamond, the fourth and final game of the Gen 1 through 4 Remake Nuzlocke Challenge, and I am super excited for that. I can't believe it. It feels like I came up with this idea so long ago, and yet it really doesn't feel like it's taken very long to get through all of this. It's gone surprisingly well. Great. Well, thank you all so much for being here for this. We're just gonna fast forward through all this, through all the credits and everything. Thank you all so much for being here for this. This has been so much fun. This is something I've wanted to do for years on this channel. Anyway, I am going to have to wrap up fairly quickly because I've got other things I need to do today in the near term. Yeah. So like I said, next week, Delta episode. Week after that, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke begins. Tomorrow is going to be the... Okay, May wants to fight me. No. You know what? Nuzlocke rules are officially off. May, we're not doing this shit. Get out of here. Wailord, no. Get out of here. Raichu, no. Get out of here. Really, May? You think you're any threat to me? Cool. Tomorrow is going to be the usual RPG Maker stream. And the current daily series on the channel is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. We've got something really special planned for Valentine's Day series this year. I hope you are there for that. I am going to be playing through the visual novel canon. But I've come up with an interesting way of doing that, and I am going to make the girls fight for my affections. So, yeah. Okay. Dude, just hurry up. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now, we are finally done. So, thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to go ahead and save state here. I will see you all on the next one, and it is time to make the noise to end the stream. Wow, 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 wow.